In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 29, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Atlanta Braves. The Arizona Diamondbacks battle the Atlanta Braves in the first of a 3-game National League series on Friday evening. The Diamondbacks will have veteran Madison Bumgarner start this one. The Braves will reply with Kyle Wright. The Diamondbacks lead the season series 2-1. Arizona is 6-1 in their last 7 games and 13-30 in their last 43 Friday games. The over is 4-0 in Arizona's last 4 Friday games. Atlanta is 4-0 in their last 4 Friday games and 6-2 in their last 8 game ones of a series. The over is 4-0 in Atlanta's last 4 home games. Arizona is 5-1 in these two teams' last 6 head-to-head meetings in Atlanta. After a tough divisional series loss in Philadelphia, the Braves return home to face a much weaker opponent in the Diamondbacks. This game will feature struggling veteran Madison Bumgarner of Arizona up against rookie Kyle Wright of Atlanta. But in this instance, the rookie righty is the much more reliable option. With a day of rest on Thursday, look for the rested Braves to come out on top at home on Friday. Bumgarner has had a decent season on paper for the Diamondbacks with a 6-9 record and 3.71 ERI. However, his xERI sits at 4.79, which suggests he's due for major regression moving forward. That could come against this loaded Braves lineup that feasts on left-handed pitching. In fact, the Braves rank top 5 in OPS, WOBA, and WRC plus against lefties, so their offense should thrive at the plate against Bumgarner. Opposing Bumgarner will be Kyle Wright, who has been spectacular for the Braves with a 12-4 record and 2.95 ERI. He should be able to navigate through this Arizona lineup and pitch deep into this game just as he has done over his past few starts. It also helps that he's backed by one of the league's most reliable bullpens that is well rested. So the Atlanta Braves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Diamondbacks are going to have trouble solving Wright, who has conceded just 5 runs in his last 3 home starts spanning 17 innings. Arizona has scored 3 or fewer runs in 5 out of their last 6 road games. In addition, while I definitely expect enough offense against Bumgarner to win this game, the veteran has been effective recently, conceding 3 or fewer runs in 4 out of his last 5 outings, and he limited the Braves to just 2 runs in 6 innings in the lone meeting this season. The under is also a 4-1 in the Diamondbacks' last 5 games against a team with a winning record. I expect a lower scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Colorado Rockies. The Rocky Horror Show at Coors Field will serve as the backdrop for another head-to-head meeting between the Colorado Rockies and Los Angeles Dodgers on Friday. Bad things have typically happened to the Dodgers this season in games at Colorado, but they were able to put the home team away early and in dominant fashion in Thursday's opener. It'll be interesting to see if that remains the case against a team that plays like a juggernaut sporadically in their home building. Julio Urias gets the starting nod at pitcher for the Dodgers against Rockies righty Chad Kuhl. The Dodgers are 43-13 in their last 56 during Game 2 of a series and are 16-5 in their last 21 road games versus a right-handed starter. The Dodgers are also 38-14 in their last 52 games following a win. The Rockies are 2-6 in their last 8 overall and are 2-6 in their last 8 games on grass. The Rockies are also 1-4 in their last 5 after allowing 5 runs or more in their previous game. The Dodgers have won 9 of their last 11 games and 5 of their last 6 road games. They are playing well offensively, scoring 18 runs in their last 4 games. They won't have trouble scoring in this game because they have done very well against right-handers this season, and Kuhl has struggled on the mound in recent starts, giving up 17 runs in his last 4 starts. He gave up 8 runs in his last 2 home starts and will have a hard time slowing down the Dodgers. The Rockies have lost 5 of their last 7 games. Even though they played well offensively in their last 3 home games, expect them to struggle offensively in this game because Urias has been great on the mound for the Dodgers, giving up 7 runs in his last 4 starts. He gave up 4 runs in his last 2 starts against the Rockies and won't have trouble keeping their offense in check. The Rockies couldn't even muster a single run against the Dodgers in the opener. That's a big problem for a team that depends so heavily on their offense to win games. It's also a problem if you're picking them to cover as dogs. You're literally hoping their bats show up on game day and their pitching isn't too great of a liability. So the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Dodgers are averaging 5.13 runs per game and 5.26 runs per game on the road. They averaged 4 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Rockies, with Colorado giving up 5.36 runs per game at home. The Dodgers will hit their average in this game. The Rockies are averaging 4.59 runs per game and 5.79 runs per game at home. They averaged 2 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Dodgers. The Dodgers and Rockies played under the total in their last 2 meetings. This is just a really high total for a matchup between 2 starters in Chad Kuhl and Julio Urias, who have been pitching well, with Kuhl dealing fairly well at home and Urias has turned his year around after a rough start to the year. With Los Angeles giving up 3.06 runs per game on the road, the Rockies won't score enough runs to push the score past the total. I believe that this is a spot where we get a low-scoring duel. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Houston Astros. The Seattle Mariners take on the Houston Astros in an American League West clash of postseason hopefuls on Friday night. Houston enters with a cushy 10-game lead but are reeling after suffering a sweep at the hands of the last-place Oakland Athletics. Seattle will look to bolster their positioning in the American League wildcard race while also making up ground in the division. It will be a battle of aces as reigning Cy Young Robbie Ray takes the hill for the Mariners and the Astros counter with the elite Justin Verlander. The Mariners are 19-7 in their last 26 road games and 25-6 in their last 31 overall. The Astros are 37-17 in their last 54 home games and 53-24 in their last 77 overall. The under is 6-2 in Mariners' last 8 overall. The under is 5-1 in Astros' last 6 home games. The Mariners are 18-41 in the last 59 meetings in Houston and 18-45 in the last 63 meetings. This game will have a ton of sizzle as it features 2 top contenders in the American League West at the peak of their powers. Despite being knocked back on their heels against Oakland, Houston has been playing fantastic baseball for the last 2 months and looks to be as good as any team in baseball. Seattle has been the hottest team in the league, with the Astros seemingly the only team that has an answer for them. This matchup also features 2 premier arms, with the reigning Cy Young facing one of this year's Cy Young favorites. Look for the Astros to gain a slight edge on the hill due to Verlander's incredible form. He will have no issues mowing down a Seattle team that ranks in the bottom 10 in the league in runs scored. On the other side, look for Houston to flex their power by running into 1 or 2 Ray mistakes. Houston is 8-1 in Verlander's last 9 starts and owns a dominating 41-18 home record in their last 59 meetings versus Seattle. As good as Robbie Ray is, he's been rough on the road this season, where he has a 5.09 ERI and .254 allowed batting average. Justin Verlander has been ridiculous all year and is probably going to win the Cy Young this year. While the Mariners have provided value in the underdog role all year, I can't bet against the Astros in this spot, so the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. The Mariners have not been great offensively this season, which does not bode well against one of the best pitchers in baseball. They have gone under the total in 6 of their last 8 games, using strong pitching to beat Texas 3 straight times. Houston has been overvalued at the plate this season as well, ranked in the bottom half of the majors in batting average. The Astros have gone under in 8 of their last 12 games and have cashed the under in 5 of their last 6 home games. Both of these teams specialize in pitching as they each rank in the top 5 in the league in runs allowed. They are each sending out one of their best arms here, with Verlander in particular pitching at an insanely elite level. There is plenty of offensive talent on both sides, but they will take a backseat here. The under is 8-4 in the last 12 meetings between these sides, and there is little reason to expect a break in these trends in this one. Expect to see pitching take center stage here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.